Hey, it's great to have you along tonight. I'm meteorologist Andy Parker. We have storm chaser Rich on out in the field for us. We're going to talk about snow totals tonight. We know what's on the ground, and there's more coming for some of the hardest hit communities. It wobbled to the south. It's coming back. And now this city and some of the north towns are going to be in play through the overnight hours. And then it's all about the Tonawandas, Grand Island, Wheatfield, and Niagara Falls. Not once, but twice during the day on Saturday. A lot to unpack as we kind of come to the second half of this storm. It is great to have you along. That's what you're looking at on the screen. The position right now of that lake snow band is now back in the hardest hit areas, tacking on totals that are already pretty substantial. And I want to bring in Rich right now. Rich has been moving around Hamburg. I'm going to bring you up solo, Rich. This is Hamburg. You're not far from the exit on Camp Road of the Thruway. I want you to take a little walk. Give some folks a taste because not everybody is sitting on this type of snow. Wow, look at that. What do you have there? This started with green grass, didn't it?
Yeah, yesterday we had green grass. It started snowing around 7.
Yesterday, green grass, 7 p.m. And here it is about 24, maybe 27 hours later, and you've got the snow stick with you.
Yep.
What are we going to do here? We're going to throw this in the ground. And this is a fresh measurement. This is going to count as a kind of a Hamburg measurement in a little over 24 hours. What number did you come up there?
I mean, that's 48 inches.
48 inch. So it essentially just swallowed a 48-inch yardstick. Snowvember did. Snowvember 2022. Unreal. And now that's not, you're not just popping this thing in a drift. I mean, there's the residents. You can see this is hanging out. Everybody's got the same thing. Has anyone been able to dig out in that area? Look at that drift. Oh, my gosh. It goes from the first floor to the second floor. Has anyone been able to dig out, or is everybody just kind of homebound there?
Quite a few people have tried to dig out today. I heard the snowblower is going a little bit ago.
Yeah. Oh, man. And this has got to be tough. Have you tried to dig out, or have you just been cruising around kind of tracking where this is moving?
I haven't dug out at all, so I'm planning on doing that tomorrow.
Yeah, just kind of letting that go. Oh, my gosh. Look at that thing go. Mark says, when is this mess going to be over? What is the consistency of the top layer there? Go ahead and, if you can, take a little and just tell me, is it what I've noticed is that the top layer tends to be fluffy, something that is not a good packing snow.
Yeah, it's fluffy.
The middle ends up being the packing snow, and in the bottom turns out to be some sort of slush. So, it's a very, very odd situation. I tell you what, we've got something special coming up when the big reveal. And when we go to the front of this house, this is going to be something that when you did do it one time earlier today, I believe it was 100,000 people were able to view this, and they just jaws dropped across the nation. Don't do it yet. I'm going to come back to you in a moment. Okay, Rich, you get ready. And then if folks hang with me here, I'm going to take some of your questions real quick. Again, I'm meteorologist Andy Parker working with you tonight to kind of update you on everything that's going on. We're almost done, South Towns, almost done. Pokes and Cheektowaga said, hey, send it my way. We'd love to see some more snow. After looking at the piles, we'd be happy to. Here's the position as it is right now. It's targeting the areas that are already getting hit, but it's moving north. It's on its way now. North Buffalo is a snow desert. Scott, you're going to get hit twice. Not once, but twice before this is done. Not as heavy as this. Is anything going to happen in East Amherst? Yes. In the next 5 hours, it's coming your way through the overnight. So you got to stay up and see it. The 14105 is still in the clear for now. Yes. Lisa Ellsworth, when is this going to end in Hamburg? It's coming down like crazy. Some of the hardest snow is coming down right now in Hamburg. As a matter of fact, one of the neatest things that I've got to show you is coming up. One of these drone shots here. It's fantastic. Snow is back in Lancaster, and it's going to be there for a little while. You've got a couple more hours, and then we'll kick it out for a while. The snow isn't far from the top of a 5-foot fence. We're starting to reach that 4-5 foot mark pretty often in Hamburg, West Seneca, Orchard Park. It looks like even down into Derby and Lakeview. Lost power twice. I've heard that. I have some friends that lost that. Green grass in Olean. Hey, Timothy, we haven't had a lot of folks down there in Cattaraugus County because this one you kind of sat out, but that's a good one. Niagara Falls, you're going to have snow for breakfast in Niagara Falls. and then after dinner as well. They said, don't keep it. We don't need it in Niagara County, but it is coming your way, Reagan. It's on its way up there right now. Trust me. Barb, what time should we expect the snow to start in the Kenton area? I'm going to touch on that in just a moment. Dave Cash in here. What kind of totals in Amherst? Probably the 4 to 8. 8 if you're really lucky. And it's going to come in 2 parts, David. You're going to get some overnight tonight and then another quick shot as we go through Saturday night. Ripley totals. Haven't seen a Ripley total yet, but that's where this has been. I'm going to move that off the screen and you can take a look at it right there. Hey, before we get to the timing of this, I just ran through a whole bunch of those. Hey, Cheryl, great to have you along. Everybody smash the like button all at once. Let's see if we can push that right over 100 on the way to go. We're going to take every question in the house. Just smash that like button. Here it goes. 29. Let's see if we can go right through the 30s up to 50. Everybody at the same time. There's 35. Let's 45, 50. You do this. What it does is it tweaks Facebook. Facebook says, hey, this is a pretty useful thing for people, and we dig it, and we're going to allow more people to come in and take a look at it. So I'm going to help you. You help me. Will Lackawanna get any relief? Yes, Lackawanna will start to get some relief, but not just yet. It's on its way. Attica Arcade, train tomorrow. Did they get anything out there? Yes, they did, but it might be manageable. 97. I need 3 more. There it is. 102. All right, let's do it. Rich, I'm going to bring you back in. Ready? Here we go. Are you all set, buddy? I'm going to bring your mic back up. All right. Now, Rich has brought us inside of his garage, and his garage has 4 panels on it. It's a single-car garage. On the other side of that, Rich, have you done anything to your driveway?
I haven't touched it at all.
Haven't touched it all. I'm sure your significant other is really happy about it. Is there a car in your driveway?
There's 2 cars.
2 cars in the driveway. I'm going to bring this full. Everybody ready? On the count of 3, Rich, go ahead and do the big reveal. We're going to take a look at this untouched driveway. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if it works. Oh my gosh, there it goes. 1 panel, 2 panels. You've got to be kidding me. He's got 2 cars in the driveway. There's the snowblower that looks brand new. Did you just get that?
I got it last year.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you got your work cut out for you. Look at that. So we're looking at 2 cars to the left.
2 cars. You can see like they're just mounds. You can't really see them.
Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Wow.
Yeah, they're like 7 feet of snow on 7 to 8 feet of snow right now up there.
I mean, it's just wow. Anybody have it in the comments? We can see them here. What are the words? Yeah, it's just, I only have wow. I mean, you guys, can you caption that moment there? That the garage, back up a little bit. Let's get the scale of the garage. The cars, that's ridiculous. You got 4 feet. Oh my gosh. Any idea how you're going to tackle that? Are you just going to start it from the inside and start cranking on it? I mean, it's twice as high as the snowblower.
I have no idea.
What do you?
I need a blowtorch or something.
You melt it, right? That's one way to do it. Hey, I forgot. I want to do this. Where did it go? Where did it go? Someone just said where. This comments are coming in. Nan says, she goes, wow, where are you? So again, I don't want to misspeak, but I think we're not far from the Hamburg exit of the thruway. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're about not less than a half a mile, about a quarter mile.
Yeah, holy cow. Carol says, I'm glad I don't live there. Unreal. See you in the spring was a caption. That is crazy. Someone's asking you to jump in the snow. We're not going to do that. I don't think you want to do that. So, oh my gosh, almost 6 feet at her fence there. Airport totals are coming out. Oh, for tomorrow, we'll get to the totals and the timing on all that in the moment. Someone just said 60. Sean is saying 66 inches in OP. Now, you're going to see a lot of these big numbers out there. And someone says a tow rope. Now, when you're doing your measurements out there, Rich, there's 2 ways to do it. There's one where you take the snow that's fallen and you go put the snow stick in, which we just saw, and that came out to about 48. The other is where you go out about every 6 hours and you dust off a piece of wood and then you measure it again, and then that's how you kind of put that together, and that's how you get the taller number, right?
Yeah. When I did my training for Kokoraz,
Yep.
it was many years ago. They said every 6 hours to wipe the snowboard. So that's the way I've been doing it forever. So every 6 hours, I wipe the snowboard and then I come back and measure. Yep.
Man, oh man. So there we go. Hey, thank you very much, Scott. Somebody else just said make a snow angel, and then someone said who pissed off Mother Nature? it's I don't know, man. That vision is just that visual is just so crazy. That know that there's a couple of cars under there. That is unreal. Hey, everybody, smash the like button for Rich for doing this, for not touching his driveway and setting this shot up for us. That is fantastic. I want to tell you, you can follow him. He's got some great Twitter stuff, some awesome lightning, and it's at Buffalo Weather, correct?
Yes, yeah.
At Buffalo Weather, check it out. Everybody, make a stop there. It's going to be worth it. Some great visuals. Somebody said this is the high price we pay for a warm fall, and there is Snowvember Part 2. I don't know that we've come up with a really great name for this storm other than Snowvember Part 2. It looks like the abominable snowman attacking your house. Damon said, and then of course the Go Bills. You can't do a live stream without Go Bills. That's the front porch.
Yep, that's the front porch there.
Blown away. That's awesome. I know you've had a long day. You've been chasing this. You tried to find Reed Timmer, one of the chasers around here. I got to tell you, they came up and some of the national chasers, they weren't prepared for all this. Like they don't know the lay of the land. The stuff that you got. The stuff that we were able to find, the nation as a whole ate this up. Thunder snow. Could you believe that thunder snow was as popular as it was nation? Then the world could not get over thunder snow.
Yeah, I mean, it was just incredible. With I think I recorded about 50 bolts of lightning with thunder last night.
Yeah, this was one of the most prolific thunder snow events ever recorded. Is this a record for Lake Erie temperature this time of year? It was. It won't be after this. Crazy good luck to get that kind of snow out there, and crazy good luck to wrapping this up. Is thunder snow unique due to us in the lake? Yeah, it's that type of situation. You've got to have the ability to get lake effect snow, and then in such violent nature that you get the static charge of the atmosphere from the rising and the sinking, and that's it. We're going to give it again. Amber says, what's his name? It's at Buffalo Weather. Go check him out.
At Weather Buffalo.
At Weather Buffalo. Weather Buffalo. My bad. At Weather Buffalo. Thank you very much. Hey, Rich, give us a thumbs up on the cam there. We appreciate it. Good luck digging out your cars. We'll be watching to see how it all works out for you. Smash the like button for Rich one more time as he heads out. I'll talk to you soon, buddy. Thanks so much. All right.
Thanks, Andy.
All right. Be good. All right. We're coming back in and we're going to get into this. Let's go here back home to Lancaster. Excellent. Thank you very much. Happy to do that. Still snowing in Hamburg, Jay. Jay was into our other live stream. We're going to do it again here for him tonight. So let's do this. This is where it is right now. And what I'm going to do is kind of take you through this and show you where it's going. In the upper left-hand part of your screen, you're going to be able to see the time. There's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. It's slowly lifting up towards the city of Buffalo. It's not leaving Hamburg through midnight. Keep that in mind. It's just inching towards the city. So South Buffalo gets back into this. I'm going to bring in, let's go to the South Towns here and just kind of dive in, give you guys a little closer. Stadium, anyone in close proximity to the stadium still in this, probably getting 2 inches an hour. So it's 10 o'clock, 11, 12, 1. You've got about 3 more hours, which translates into about maybe 6 more inches of snow. Now, once we get to 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, that's when things begin to lighten up in the deeper South Towns. It begins to move up towards Buffalo, South Buffalo, Depew, Alden, Akron, Amherst, Clarence. A lot of the folks that somebody said they had snow envy. Well, now that's going to be their situation. Let me bring it into the city of Buffalo. If you live in the core, if you're in Kenmore, North Buffalo, Williamsville, Harris Hill, Cheektowaga, Sloan, Depew, there it is for you. Pre-dawn hours. You got to get up early to get it, and it doesn't last that long. Only about a 2 to 3 hour window. It's in and it's out. And if it's coming down at about an inch and a half per hour, you can do the math, and it's not all that much. It's going to be a few inches of snow. But let me go back one click here. And I'm going to widen this out to the North Towns now. So here we are at around 7 in the morning. I'm going to back it up one more click here. So the pre-dawn hours through the city of Buffalo. Hey, Lockport, North Towns, Tonawondas, Pendleton, Rapids. This comes up your way for breakfast, and you're going to get this for a while. So here's Grand Island, Tonawanda for about an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. So you've got 3 hours here. If this gets, even if it at the low end, if it's an inch an hour, you're going to get about 4. If it's at the high end where we're cranking out 2, you could have up to 8. So the range is 4 to 8 inches of snow, and that's where it's going to be. And you can see this is now noon. Past 12 o'clock, it's up and gone. It's up and gone. Moving out, and I'm going to widen out the view. Everybody's digging. The south towns are digging out. You're kind of done for a while. And then watch what happens, though. Here it comes, 7:45 at night. So the sun goes down, and here comes a snow band again, right back into the same areas. We're going to dive back into the north towns. Who's going to see this first? Around 8, 9 o'clock at night, right through Lewiston and Niagara Falls, but it's moving fast. It's there for an hour, and it's gone. Another quick inch on the backside of this at around 11, 12 o'clock on Saturday night, goes right through the city. And yes, the south towns are going to get one more shot at this thing as we go through, and it will not spend a lot of time. It's there and it's gone. Couple inches of snow. I'm going to widen out to all of Western New York and bring this back on through all the way in the southern tier. All right, we're going to take some questions here. Joe wants to know how much in the Tonawanda. I think I just told you, Joe, 4 to 8 inches of snow is what you're looking at. Comes in 2 pieces in the form of a little, you're going to get a shot in the morning and another in the afternoon. Will we be able to travel on Monday? I'm going to tell you this, the weather isn't going to prevent you from traveling on Monday, but cleaning up and opening the roads, getting everything going is going to be the thing to do. This is what we're looking for. Any more snow for Cheektowaga? I just covered that. You're going to get 2 pieces tonight through the pre-dawn hours, and then you're going to see another shot as it comes back through, but not that much more. When you talk about totals, Cheektowaga, you're going to be on kind of the low end of that range. I think it comes through pretty quick. If you can get a quick 3 or 4 out of what you get tonight, and then coming back through another 2, that's what you got here. So again, I'm meteorologist Andy Parker. We were just talking to Storm Chaser Rich, and we're kind of setting you up for what's going on. Not a big deal for the North Towns. I never want to tell somebody what a big deal is. If 4 inches is like a mind-blowing number for you, then that's a problem. But I'll tell you the number, and then you guys can decide whether it's bad or it's easy. But compared to what we just saw outside Rich's garage, it should be pretty easy. This is a great question here. Scott wants to know, will something like this start to drop the lake temperatures? Yeah, anytime you can get cold air on the surface like this, you're going to start to spin the water over, and it will begin to drop. What's tomorrow's high looking like? Pretty much the 20s. With a wind chill that'll make it feel low. Can we magically make it go away from Hamburg? We're just going to say, magic, make the snow go. That's not the case. It's still coming down out there right now. Let me bring it back. I'm going to put this where the snow band is right now. You can see it there in the background. Not a big deal for the North Towns. I'm kind of on that side. It's going to be a little inconvenience, for a few hours, but compared to what's going down for a day in the South Towns, it's not much. Depew, you're going to see this come through. I'm going to put it on the map here for you. Keep an eye on Depew. Here it is right now. By 11, 12 o'clock, it's through the city of Buffalo. Batavia out in Genesee County, you're going to get that as well. Did the Bills players get to the game? I haven't been able to kind of follow that. And a couple of my guys in the sports department, I haven't been able to tweak them about that. So if somebody knows, put it in here. I'd love to know that. Hey, thank you so much, Debbie. Happy to do it. Appreciate you guys dipping in. Smash the like button. Let's throw this over 200 real quick. I think we could do it in like 5 seconds. If everybody in here just hits that button real quick, we'll throw this number over 200. I'm going to knock out the rest of these. I knock out the questions for you. You knock out the likes, and we call it a fair trade tonight on this very snowy Friday. 192. Come on, one more. This will do it. I bet it pops right over there. There it is. Bang, 200. Thank you to the person who is number 200. We need to bucket vehicles to clean the roads here. Plows will not be able to move. The cars on the road are going to be a disaster. They're already looking for extra pieces of equipment to come in and kind of do that detail snow removal. You can't just plow this snow. They're going to have to remove it. That means loading it into trucks, probably some National Guard equipment that'll bring in the extra dump trucks, things like that. Any more thunder snow? Haven't seen any. As a matter of fact, on the screen, we can, I'm going to move this out of the way. If you watch the upper left-hand portion of the screen, 0 strikes. 0 lightning strikes in the last 15 minutes. Unfortunately, I think the thunder snow might have sailed. Wait, so not getting 3 to 6 feet. Well, honestly, a lot of folks got 3 feet of snow out of this. The 6-footer, now that was always a fringe situation, but 3 was good. Hey, thank you very much, Michelle. Great to see you virtually tonight. Great to have you in the house. If you live in OP, you better like snow. Well, that's why a lot of people live here and for the snow, but not this much snow. Melissa, why do these strings? Oh, they'd miss the North Towns a lot of times just because of the trajectory and how it lines up with the length of the lake. It's nothing against the North Towns. It's just the location. Not much melting snow tomorrow. No, not melting any snow. 3 inches an hour Saturday, right? Is that right? If you're lucky, that's the high end on Saturday night. If everything goes right or wrong, depending on how you look at it, that's how it'll go. Why do these storms always miss? I think I just covered this one. Let's go back here. Buffalo Airport on Monday. Good to go. Buffalo Airport actually was good to go today. I don't know if any flights were allowed to get out because it was right on the edge. I think all the airlines got really scared for good reason. Debbie wants to know, where does this thing fizzle out? It doesn't really fizzle out. It goes to Canada, spends some time, and come back. A lot of people just came in right now. I'm going to start it over and kind of bring this to where we are right now and how this thing is going to unfold. So I'm going to unpack this for you real quick. You're going to get everything you need to know about this lake snow band in about the next 60 seconds. Start the clock. Here we go. Upper left-hand portion of the screen, you're going to see the temperature, the time that coincides with the image on the screen. Here it comes as it slides it through the South Towns. Everybody in the South Towns, if you have a ton of snow on the ground, you've got about 4 more hours, and then this is done. It's going to translate into at least another 6 inches in spots. See how this edges up to the city of Buffalo? Now I'm going to bring in some of the South Towns, make this obvious of when it leaves, because some people want to know when it comes. Others really want to know when is it done. I don't think anybody's going to go out and do any shoveling at 1:15, but that's when you'll see it lighten up for Hamburg, Lake Erie Beach, Eden, Holland, Orchard Park, Blaisdell, Depew. Here it comes your way into the city of Buffalo. We'll take you right in there close up. So Kenmore, Sloan, Cheektowaga, Williamsville, Harris Hill, Clarence, all the way inland for a decent amount. So let me bring the North Towns in right here. This, by the way, is 4 a.m. in the morning. And this extends inland to Batavia, so Genesee County. It moves pretty rapidly through Akron and Oakfield. So I think Oakfield isn't going to get much out of this. Lockport will have a shot at it. It intensifies a little bit through the Tonawondas. Like I said, maybe about 2 inches an hour if you're lucky. It spends breakfast to lunch. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 4 hours in any one location. It kisses Lewiston and Youngstown goodbye. And then it goes over to Southern Ontario for a bit, and we'll widen this out. I'll show you where it goes. Look at this. Western New York might be snow-free for about 4 hours on Saturday. Then here it comes Saturday night. It comes back through a vigorous line, so you're going to get a quick burst. You get it for about an hour, so another 2 inches on top of this. It does not stay in the South Towns. It hits and runs, and then it's gone. So that's, that's the lay of the land on where this is going and how it's going and how much it's going to leave behind. People's roofs aren't meant to have all this snow. No, they're not. I'm surprised that we haven't had any issues yet, given how ripe this is now getting at the bottom, how dense some of that snow is, a real mess. Stranded vehicles in the neighborhood that people were trying to get home in Hamburg. I don't know if they were actually driving them. I looked at it, I contemplated it, and I said, I've got nowhere to go. I'm going to go live stream and get everybody up to date. There was no interest in taking that road. Is thunderstorm how yes, it is. We had thunder snow in 2014 as well. Is this bigger than the storm we had in 2017? I don't know, Steve, if you're referring to 2014, that was actually 2 storms in one, and the numbers were up there. This I'm going to say this is kind of like eye to eye. One might be a big brother, but this is a little brother who's growing up pretty quick in the last 24 hours. Bills are flying to Detroit tomorrow, but did they get out was the question. Did they get out and check it out? West Seneca, total amount. It depends. If you're on the north side of West Seneca, you've got a lower total, I think 20 to 30. If you're on the southern side, where you're knocking on the door, kind of shaking hands with Orchard Park, you're at the 30 to 40, if not a little bit more. Glad to hear not a lot is coming to Niagara Falls. That's right. People couldn't just stay at home, could they? No, I mean, that's the first rule. You get out and what you know it. Like you get out of the driveway. And then once you're out there, then you're stuck. Let me go through here. We've got, hey, thank you very much, Michelle. We appreciate that. Does thunder snow touch the ground? A lot of it, yes, it does. First and foremost, I've seen it come and strike the open water on the lake. The others can go cloud to cloud, and then it's muffled It's almost as if it's under a blanket or something. It's very strange. It's super cool. We've got some on our Twitter feeds if you want to check it out. And it's a great record. They were shared a lot. What do we got in here? What do we got? In 2014, and no, we got 7 or 8 foot in 2014. It was a big boy, but it came in two storms like that. Where is this on the record books? Well, here's the thing. It's the airport keeps the records. So much like 2014, the airport was kind of it was a 20 or an 8-inch snow followed by a 6-inch snow. Wasn't a big deal. While Lancaster got pummeled, same thing kind of happened here. They got a little bit of about a foot there. People should have just stayed home. I think we covered that. Everybody sees a little bit of snow tomorrow night. That's right. Does thunder snow mean a lot of snow is coming? It doesn't mean a lot is coming. It means intense snow is about to come. I'm going to pop this over real quick. Don't blink because I'm going to be back in just a sec. What I'm going to do is pop up this picture that just came in. We've got new drone footage that just arrived. You're going to love this shot. This was shot by the gentleman storm chaser who's usually riding shotgun with me on these live streams. His name is David Vogan. He's another great follow. And he was out tonight and grabbed an incredible image, and I want to share this with you as we bring this up. And I'm about 10 seconds away from finding it to pop it on the screen. And here we go. Ready? I'm going to do that, throw it in here, and then I can make this available to everybody. All right, there we go. Check this out. That picture was taken not too long ago, about an hour and a half. You're in South Buffalo. You're looking over towards the lake. On the left-hand side of the screen, right in here, that's the wall of snow as it boils up over Lake Erie, which is positioned out there. He kept his drone, I'm guessing, about 100 feet off the ground. There's a lot of gusty winds, and you can see the gap in there. Hey, everybody, hit that like button. I know we've got a ton of new people in the house. We're taking all these questions, knocking them out as fast as we can. I still didn't see if somebody typed it in there, if the Bills got out of town or they didn't get out of town. I'm not sure if they did. It'd be great to find out. Last night, 1 a.m., bright flashes of lightning in Williamsville, despite the storm being south of the village. That is crazy. Hey, Greg, thumbs up. Grand Island, what's going to happen in Grand Island? Let me bring the forecast back in here. We'll get you set up. We've had a lot of questions about the Tonawondas. If any, great to have Grand Island in the house. Hit that like button. Throw us up over. We're 233. Let's see if we can get this over 260. I was going to say 50, but I'm going to get aggressive. Let's do this over 260 real quick. Here's Grand Island. Now, if you look at the upper, who are we doing this for? Susan. And Susan, I love this. You're so exact. You're South Grand Island, not North Grand Island, South Grand Island. Watch as this comes into your neck of the woods here. Keep an eye on the clock. And I'm going to make it easy for you as we zero into Grand Island and some of the others. Now, I'm going to pull you off the screen, Sue. I love the logo there. So this is around 4 in the morning, give or take. And so there you go. It's knocking on the door of South Grand Island. Let's count how long it's going to be in Sue's backyard. From about 4 or 5, there's 6, 7, 8. We're counting on about 4 hours here. So Grand Island, you might go. I mean, you could see 10 inches out of this if you get the whole 2 inch an hour for 5 hours. If it moves a little bit quicker, drops a little bit less, you're going to be less. You can maybe half of that. So that's your range. And then you can see the rest of the folks up there in Lewiston and in the snow desert of North Buffalo. I love that. Let me go back. I forgot who said snow desert of North Buffalo. Look, unfortunately, look at. So there's the city. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 hours out of this if it stays that way over North Buffalo. All right, let's look at here. I seem to be on the border between 8 and 12 and 4 to 8 inch ranges in Williamsville. Yeah, Williamsville is going to be one of these things where it is a north town, but it was kind of, sometimes you get the party when the south towns get hit as well because of the angle. So if you look at it right here, this is going to be in your backyard. I think it's going to be there a little bit quicker than this. I think it's going to be there around maybe an hour or two earlier than what you're seeing on the screen. But it's going to hop the thruway overnight. And then by the time, I don't know what time you get up. I don't want to speak for you here, but then it'll be gone by the time you're having breakfast. So you're going to have about a 3-hour window. It's probably not going to be a super intense band. So I would expect a couple inches on the ground for you there. I think the 8 to 12 is not happening. I don't see, you're not an 8 to 12er David. So I would not worry about that. Hey, thank you very much, Cheryl. I appreciate that. We certainly do. Thunder snow is one of the most exciting phenomena. Truly, it is. Fire companies are coming from all over. Gowanda VFC is coming in. Clear those. I'm telling you this. I'm popping myself up for a minute. I was one of the people that had their furnace shut off today. And it was because some of the snow had drifted. I cleared it out and it came in and it shut down the furnace. It's no joke. Make sure that you're out there and doing that. And in the rapid buildup in these South towns, you've got to stay on that thing 100%. Tidal wave. Oh, you're talking about the wall. Let me put this back up in case somebody missed it. This is what just came in, the drone footage that Dave Vogan got. And if you ever want to check it out, it's at Dave Vogan Photography. I'm going to throw this out there real quick. If you're looking for a Christmas present for someone who has some buffalo, go to that address right now. You're going to find this picture and about 100 of them like that. You can put them on mugs and walls, whatever you want to do. You can mount them or anything like that. It's really neat stuff. Where are we at? Oh, hey, there we go. This is, I want to throw, Rich was the guy who did the garage reveal. And his Twitter is weather_Buffalo. I forgot the underscore. Sorry about that, Rich. We'll make good on it right now. There you go. And you can see it. Check it out. I'm sure we have a lot of Buffalonians in the house. And he's a local storm chaser, not one of the national guys that dip in, dip out, hit and run. He's been a local guy, and he's been on with us a couple days. He's put a lot of time in. I think he's had 3 hours sleep. So if you get a chance, check it out. What do I hear about a post-Thanksgiving storm? Oh, come on, Mark. Don't do that to me. People don't want to look past Monday, but yes, you did hear something there. All right, what do we got here? Is Lancaster north or south? They never know. Should we solve the Lancaster conundrum on this? When I deal with Lancaster, a lot of times, let's go over here. As a matter of fact, as we have it set up, in the South towns, Lancaster, I consider Lancaster kind of a South town in there as well, because it kind of lines up on the screen. Let me go right in here. And I know it's it's a little bit south of where Buffalo is. So just by that nature, it's not a North town. So I kind of throw it into the South towns. And I know that a lot of the TV maps cut you off or throw you in, or sometimes don't show you at all, which is really not right. But safe to say, I consider Lancaster a South town. Bills are scheduled to leave at 3:30 tomorrow. Well, there they go. All they have to do is dig them out of their homes. And I remember there was a Bills game once where they had to go pick them up on sleds and get them there. Even as an adult, I miss hearing about the weather machine. That's awesome. I'm still taking that out to a bunch of schools. COVID shut it down for a while, but we're going to crank it up and do it again. What do we have in here? What does Clarence look like? My daughter needs to drive there tomorrow from Tonawanda. Driving from Tonawanda, if you drive from Tonawanda to Clarence, you're going to want to do that maybe after lunch. If you punt it after lunch, you're not going to have any worries here. What about Stockton? Let me switch my view here real quick. We're going to go to the Western New York view. We haven't had a lot of Southern Tier talk, but let's bring it in. Stockton, you guys got busy early. You still have some snow down there right now, and watch how quickly by middle of the overnight, this should be in and out of there, Alyssa. So there you go. What happens if the Bills can't get out? Let's hope it's not a forfeit. I don't know. That would be terrible if if November goes down. If November 2 goes down as forcing the Bills to have a forfeit, that would be awful. Stockton is not going to get a ton of snow. You're almost done. I think we're covering that. Where are we at in here? I love that. She's like, so here's someone who lives in Lancaster, and she learns to have one foot in the North towns and 1 foot in the South towns. So you get to play both out there. That's pretty cool. Hey, there we go. Rich, thank you very much for following Rich. That's awesome. Thunder snow in West Seneca. Is that legit, Beth? Are you hit me with another comment? Are you seriously pulling that in West Seneca? If so, that's pretty cool. But let me know again if that's a hope and a dream, or you really had this. I think we covered the North towns, Amanda. I think we just went through that, but that's fine. We did not throw Corfu any love because I zoomed in a lot. So we're going to bring this back a little bit here. I'm going to pull you off the screen. Beth says, yeah, all right. So let's see if we've it's still coming up as 0 here, but we'll keep an eye on it. So the potential's out there. We're getting a report for here it goes. Thunder snow in Orchard Park at the stadium just now. Wow. All right, that's we're pulling in some more pops out of the sky. I do want to touch on this because I try to get to everybody. You were patient. We got to the bottom here. Is Corfu going to get some more snow? Check this out. Let me bring this full, make it easy for you to see. That'll make it easier for everybody. I'm going to pull you off of there because invariably, if I leave it in, it covers everything up. And we're going to bring this back. Now, if anybody doesn't know, Corfu is not far from Batavia. Let me help you out. I know you know where it is, but just since everybody can play along with it, and then we'll grab it. If you don't know, you guys drive the bus on this. Whatever you want to know, we're going to give you the information. And then also, you see that text number at the bottom of the screen, 503-2639? It's actually 503-ANDY. If you ever want to send an image or something, or if you text weather to 503-ANDY, you're going to get an immediate response back. And if you like the questions being answered the way I'm doing it right now, that's what you get on the text line as well. No charge there. All right, Corfu, here we go. Let's bring it in. Do we have you on the map yet? Not quite. I want to get in a little closer, just a touch to bring you in until it pops you on the map. There you go. I thought I was centered in. So you're actually just a couple of stone throws from Williamsville. So here we go. The clock on the screen is 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. You'll probably start seeing some snow by around midnight, give or take. But the color there is not dark blue. It's going to be enough to cover the ground. And it does look like you're going to get that from around 1 until maybe 4 or 5. And then it goes past you and you're done. So even if it's there for 4 hours, if you get an inch an hour, your maximum out in Akron is like 4 inches out of this. And then it's off. And then it's off and running back into the North Towns. And again, it's Lockport, Newfane. Do we have a lot of Northtown people? If you have a lot of give me some thumbs up. Do we have more Southtown or Northtown people in here? We've get rolling with like steady like 150, and I'm sure everybody's not watching this. So we have new people coming in. By the way, the new people coming in, smash the like button. That's the deal. You walk through the door, smash the like button, ask a question, we answer it, solve it for you, and we just keep rolling with it. By the way, we've got 3 reports of thunder snow. South Buffalo just had another bout of thunder snow there as well. That's pretty cool. That's neat. Thunder snow in South Buffalo now. Jessica's got that. North Buffalo's in the house. Hey, Roseanne, great to have you along. You're going to get a touch of snow tomorrow, early in the morning, depending on how early you get up. Southtown's Derby, almost done. Almost done, Karen. I know it's felt like 3 days. It's actually just a 24-hour storm, little more than 24, because it actually got going at around 8 o'clock. And what do we have here? Lockport's in the house. Newfane. Fantastic. So we do have some Northtowners in here. Northtowns, the Tonawandas are in there. And so I hope we answered your questions. We've had more people in the Tonawandas ask about what is going on. Take a look at this. For the folks that just popped in, this is one of the images. This literally just came in, and I'm sure is being shared a lot on the internet. This was a drone footage shot by one of our storm chasers who's normally riding shotgun with me in here, but today he wanted to go get, it's called a, what is it? It's I forgot the way he referenced it, the way Dave referenced it. It's a nighttime shot, but the cloud is actually lit by the street lights and the lights of the city. So it ends up being this super cool nighttime shot that has a natural glow because the cloud is actually in contact with the ground. So you got all the ground light that actually provides the lighting for it. You can see how it's just curled up and in there. And this thing is rolling right on into the city. That's its next destination is the city of Buffalo. So what I'm going to do is clear this out real quick. I want to roll into Doppler and find out what the status is on this thunder snow that's going on. So let me pull this in. This will be pretty cool. If we're starting to see a reinvigorated, all right, that makes a lot of sense. Let's bring Doppler up so you guys can see it at home. And there it is. It's on the move right now. So this is great news for, let's see, is this going to be Forestville, Gowanda, Lake Erie Beach? You're going to start to see some improvement there as well. That's the best news of the day for a lot of those people who have been just trying to dig out from what's going on there. And it's not been fun. This is just too much snow when it comes down to trying to deal with it and get rid of it. Don't move. I'm about to pull up the Skycam from downtown Buffalo. Let's see if we've got it right here. See if it'll take it and share it. See if it pulls it in. There it is. All right, let's go to downtown Buffalo. Look how close this is. One thing I'm going to do is bring Buffalo in right now. And the folks in South Buffalo have seen an uptick. Now, we've got a camera on the Avant downtown. There it is. And you can see the conditions in downtown have changed pretty rapidly. This was a clear shot of downtown. And as we go back over to the radar, I'll drop between the two. Look at how it's now. You've got the snow coming back into the city of Buffalo. Who's affected by this? It's Sloan. There's the 90, 190. Let me pull this up a little bit because it's coming through West Seneca again, Lackawanna, but it's on the move. That's the best news of the night is that this thing is sliding through. Hey, everybody in here, I just saw a whole bunch of people come in. Do me a quick favor. Ready? I'm going to answer all your questions. Smash the like button. Let's throw this over 300 real quick. 282, it should take it like, just go boop, just like that. Hit the like button, throw it over 300. That'd be fantastic. By the way, put the number in your phone, 503-2639, 503-ANDY. Put it in as a contact. Text the word weather to that line. You're going to get a quick answer back, and then you'll be able to ask questions just like we're doing in this room here, but without having to log in. 286, I know we got more than 289. Let's go right through the 290s. 11 more to go. Who wants to be 300? Somebody out there's got to do it. It could be you. Find it with the finger. It's super easy to do. Almost there. 291, 293. Let's see if we can go, and then we're going to knock this out, and I'm going to take some more questions. There we go. 296. Facebook's a little slow to pick them up sometimes. By the time I see it, there's a little bit of a lag. 4 more to go. 4 more likes to get to 300. 297. I know we're going to be able to do it, and then we're going to roll on with all the questions here. 299. Who wants to be who's waiting for the 300? Come on now. Just go and hit this thing so we can get moving. Awesome. Who do we have? Jim is in the house. What does it look like Sunday morning in the North Town? Sunday morning, it depends on what you call morning, Jim. If you're a 5 a.m. riser, you'll probably see some snow, but if you're after that, it's gone. It's moving up into the North Towns. All right, let's check out what's going on Doppler here. This is now inching into the city of Buffalo. It's coming back to the airport in Cheektowaga. It looks like it's almost to the airfield there right now. It's covering the Galleria, Depew, West Seneca, Elma, and now the most important thing. I saw we had a lot of Southtowners in here wondering what's going to happen. There's some people wondering when it's coming. There's as many people wondering when it's going away. So let's show these folks here. And what you're watching is right down here by Dunkirk and Ripley. Look at the room. See how it was hugging the shoreline by Ripley? All of a sudden, you see how it's starting to pull off of the shoreline there? That's indicative of a northern jog, and that's going to move the whole thing, although it's a slow reaction. But the whole thing is beginning to lift up now towards the city of Buffalo, and it should be pulling out. If not pulling out completely, you're going to see that the heaviest snow right now is blowing right through the city. Look how much it's changed. We used to be able to see the 190 in there. Not that there's a lot of traffic, but anything, the lookout tower, the lake, that's gone. It's now been swallowed up, and that's the reason, because the band is on the move. Look at the last hour or so as this went through Blaisdell at the first frame, had nothing. And it's on its way out of here, which is great news. So Orchard Park, the areas have gotten hit in Hamburg that are sitting on 40-some inches of compacted snow. East Aurora is going to be done. Let me bring it out here because I know we had some folks in Corfu, Pendleton, Bennington. Attica is getting hit right now. It's lifting north of you. This is going to impact the thruway. I don't believe it's open, but that's where it's going. Let's go back and take a bunch of the questions that we have in here. Is the weather going to be okay on Wednesday? My daughter wants to drive home from South Carolina. Absolutely. You shouldn't have any issues here outside of some the run-of-the-mill snow that we get. Thoughts are with you from Massachusetts. Thank you, David. Appreciate that. That's awesome. Looks like Holiday Valley may be getting some fresh powder. Can't wait for opening day. They've been making their own powder, William. They've been pushing out snow down there for a while. That's great. Barb says it's moving quick. Definitely. Sunday, I think we addressed Jim there. Sunday morning in North Towns. Are we going to get more snow next week? Nothing like this. There's going to be some snow, but it's not going to be of this caliber. But we still keep the cold. This is not going to melt. In 2014, we melted it all almost as fast as it came in. I've got two things here. Lakeview and Hamburg area, almost done. Lakeview, Hamburg. Look at this. That's the best news of the day. People just, they're not worried about digging out. They're just like, make it stop. You know, that's enough. Canada's in the house. Edward from north of the border, Toronto, Canada. I'm going to do something for you guys, my Canadian friends. Watch this. We're going to bring this over and slide this on. You guys are going to get into the act here on Saturday evening. I think this snow band might be able to get go far enough north. I don't know if it'll maybe the outskirts of the GTA if this gets more northerly, but Toronto, Hamilton, St. Catharines, you're all going to get a burst of snow on Saturday night at around 11 o'clock, and that's coming your way. So we know that Canada's watching and absorbing this, and that's great. Thank you very much. I appreciate the love. North Townsend NT, it's coming your way tomorrow as we watch downtown deteriorate big time. Well, actually, now we're able to see the apartments. We got a touch of clearing just in the last 5 minutes. So why is that? Why is the band kind of the edge of the band might be shredded a little bit? And there it is. And the radar proves it out. There was a little bit of a gap in downtown Buffalo. All right. Any other questions? Let's go ahead and take them in here. Smash the like button. I know a lot of people just walked in the door. 313. Would love to see a little bit more. Fire it up. All we ask, we'll answer the questions. You do the smash of the like, and we keep going. Line for Tonawanda. We touched on that before. You are going to get hit in the Tonawandas from breakfast to lunch. More importantly, probably around 7 o'clock until noon. And we're looking at about 4 to 8 inches up there. Alden and Marilla. What are we going to get through Sunday evening? You have 5 feet in Marilla? That's legit? Wow. I knew Marilla had a bunch, but I thought they were in the 30-inch mark. But look at this. Let's pull in Marilla and find out. That's another name that doesn't get nearly the love on the TV weather as it should. Out by the rods out there in Marilla. It's a great spot. There it is. Just doesn't even pop on the map. Oh my gosh. Marilla they had some action. You're going to find some snow occurring right now, but it's of the lighter variety as this begins to kind of make its move. This is really good news. I was really hoping that this was going to happen and we weren't going to continue on with this heavy snow right through midnight. Peak and Peak just started tonight. Cockaigne Ski Resort, not sure. I haven't been to Cockaigne in so long. Wow. I still can't get over Marilla's got 5 feet out there. Send a picture. See that text number that's going at the bottom of the screen, 503-2639? Go ahead and text a picture to that. I'd love to see that. Don't need a ruler. Just shoot something out in Marilla. Is there more expected in Lancaster tomorrow? Lancaster tomorrow, you're going to find yourself cleaning up what you have tonight from around 10 o'clock until maybe 2 in the morning when this thing slides past. It might not even be 2. It's 10:30 now, maybe around 1. So you maybe another 4 inches on top of what you got there. How many more days for snow? How many more days for snow in South Buffalo? Tonight, and then you get another shot Saturday night, and then you're done. And it's out the door. Here's a great question. Jay is like, I see green in the radar. Does that mean it's raining? I think what's happening because this storm is you got to keep in mind the water temperature is 55. So this doesn't know, like it's not sampling it visually, but what it's doing is reading the makeup, the composition of the cloud. And there's probably either enough liquid content or enough return, or it's combining the algorithmic temperature in there to kind of produce this mixing, which essentially that's what it's doing. As it does lift liquid moisture up and then turn that into the frozen on its way down. It goes up liquid, it comes down in the form of snowflakes. What do we got here? I promise pictures with a ruler. Fantastic. That's awesome. We had thunder snow reported not long ago, and in the vicinity of the stadium, 40, Orchard Park, 48. And then have we heard any more thunder snow out there? That was kind of cool. That I didn't think we were going to get any reports. I thought we were done. 716 area code. Yes, 716 503-2639. 503 Andy. There it is. Bam. Thank you very much, Sandra. Good to see you again. I don't know. We're going to miss these get-togethers when the snow is gone. Having everybody talking about the weather. This has been like it's either the weather or the Bills. It's going to be weather till Sunday, and then I think come Sunday, people will be like, all right, enough of the weather. Let's get some football games played and see what's going on. Downtown Buffalo. Oh my gosh, look at that! Look at that picture. That's the edge of that snow band. Here we go again. Let me bring this up. It's we're going to come right up into the city, and you're going to see that this is how accurate this radar is now, where it's just on the doorstep. And this is the view as you watch the snow band come into the city live here this evening, and it does have this weird kind of illuminescent cloud that kind of it's all snow falling out of the cloud. And it looks like the cloud comes in contact with the ground, but it's just kind of dragging it down. Pictures measuring in the snowdrift. Yeah, that you got to take 3 different measurements. Try to do them not in the drift or where you can't snow blow a pile and go stand by it and go, this is how much we got. But that's cool. Susan, my pleasure. It's what I'm here for. Just helping you guys out. You guys hit the like button. I'll answer as many questions as you want. Throw this to 350. Throw it up to 350. I know that I know watching the numbers here, it looks like a few more came in. If you haven't, just smash the like button, get this thing to 350. That would be fantastic. I'm going to take my eyes off it. We're just going to keep going here. Did I just see when is spring coming? I don't know. You can't think about it. We just came out of one of the most awesome falls that you could ever have. And then we went right, technically it's still fall, and we went right into winter time, big time. Any info on Perrysburg? What's going on? This should be pulling out of Perrysburg as we speak. I'll widen it out. Now, Perrysburg, don't tell me you're upset, Perrysburg. We gotta have a little talk here, Perrysburg. Kate, I'll use your first name, Katie. Perrysburg is always at the high end of the snow stick. Don't tell me you're upset about Hamburg owning the snow stick. The golden snowball for Western New York is going to Hamburg right now, and possibly Orchard Park. Maybe they'll have to split it, and it can spend time in each one. So I'm just having fun, Katie. But Perrysburg is usually at the top of the list when it comes to snow in Western New York. They benefit from getting involved in 2 different aspects of the snow. They get winds out of the northwest, and then they sometimes get these southwesterlies. Let me see if I can bring it in. See if I can throw you on the map. There it is in all its glory, right on the edge of this snow. But you're done. It's over. I don't know. How much did you get on the ground in Perrysburg today? Throw if you're still in here, throw another comment in. By the way, that's you're spooking me out with your with the profile. How much snow is West Seneca going to get? Connor, you're only looking from here on out. This is moving fast. We're dropping the totals from right now until you're done in West Seneca. You're maybe another 2 to 3 at the rate this is going, unless it decides to hold for a moment. But as I see the stadium there, let's call it maybe 4 to 6 as we watch this. Do I have this zeroed in? And it depends on what part of West Seneca you're in too. That's the other part of it, I should say. If you're on the side of West Seneca that's kind of down here by Taffy's, close to Orchard Park, Michael Road, or if you're the part that's kind of over here that bumps up to Buffalo and Cheektowaga. So it's a big deal. Hey, anybody in South Buffalo, if you live along Kaz, by Kaz Park, the snow depth there was a lot less. I heard it goes from from calf height to knee height to waist height over by the Basilica. In it's like the three stages of South Buffalo. Justbury opened Cockaigne 3 years ago. New owners. They were revitalizing, redoing lifts. I loved Cockaigne back in the day. I learned the ski board over when ski boards just came out. That's when I was there. April. There you go. Yeah, it's we got to wait for it. Oh, another thunder snow again in South Buffalo at 11:02. That's cool. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna keep the the sky. Let me throw a sky cam here. Now downtown, look at that. We had that big plume over downtown, and it just pulled out a little bit. Let's see how close this is. That the snow band it's got to be right. I mean, right on the edge of the city. It's trying to get into the city, but it's not making it. Anne Marie, I'm going to pull you off of there. Thanks for the update. It's not there just yet. Look at it. It's almost there, and then it's not quite. Let's see. The band moved north. Just light flurries now in Perrysburg. 7.1 inches out of there between 5:30 in just 3 hours. That's impressive. I didn't know that you got into that. We're getting more thunder snow in West Seneca at the Orchard Park border. Thank you very much. Barb says, "Oh, it's amazing. It is cool." Let's see. What is this? What is this? I'm not weather smart. What do you ask a question? There's no dumb questions to ask. You fire them away and we'll take care of it. Hey, smash the like button. Let's get it going. Let's even go 350 on this. At what time we have? It's 11:09. You guys are the late nighters here, which is fine. Happy to do this. Can't even see the tower on the Hilton Inn Garden Tower. Man, it's coming down pretty good then. It almost looks like the cloud is rotating. That's pretty wild. You know what? It is changing. It's a super ominous cloud, 100%. Is Lake Erie going to freeze over and shut down the lake effect? In the Lake Erie's in the 50s right now. It would take a phenomenal effort to get any ice on Lake Erie anytime soon. I think we're going to have open water for a while. I would venture to bet that what is it? It's Jet Ski Santa, the guy who's always out. He brings his jet ski out, dresses up as Santa. He'll be able to do his thing this time around. Any snow coming to Lockport? Yes, Eddie, you're going to get snow in Lockport. It's going to arrive in the early morning hours. If you get up around 6, 7 in the morning for breakfast, you'll see some snow there, and you'll keep that for a few hours, maybe not quite lunchtime, but mid-morning. Send us snow in New Mexico. Us Bills fans down here feel left out. Well, Jose, thank you very much for that. We'll put it in a truck and send it down. I just don't think it would last. My son thought that he loved this snowstorm so much that he put some snow in the freezer because he wanted to save it. I go, well, there's 4 feet of snow outside. You're good. You don't have to put it in the freezer. Is Cattaraugus going to get a lot of snow? No, Cattaraugus is kind of done. You get a quick shot Saturday night, and it a little bit, maybe an inch or two, and you're out of there. Who's at more snow in Hamburg? David, come on now. I know that's not true. Hamburg's got enough. We're doing this super neat graphic where we take a look at all the snow totals here and compare it to a number that might blow your mind when you see it. Soon, I hope, but usually December and January when it gets colder. Yeah, it's rare for a December freeze. So this is down the line. Let's keep going here. 3 feet by morning, another 2 feet this evening. Oh my gosh, no. Where we go? What do we have here? This is a longer one, but Scott, I'm with you on that. It was a very tough storm to throw totals on. So I'm not throwing shade on anybody. It is very difficult to kind of nail. All you could, the best thing that you could do on this is say this was going to be a storm that's going to produce feet, and here's the danger zone. And if you're in the snow zone, then you're in trouble. Hey, Jed, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Boy, we got a lot more questions going here. Oswego, happy not to be in this. Hey, I didn't go to Oswego. I chose not to go to Oswego for college because when I went there for the tour, they actually were using ropes to go building the building. And even for meteorology, there's a point where you just have to tap out and say enough's enough, man. Let's see. I like how Depew gets missed. A little bit there, yeah. Is it snowing in Depew right now, or is it not? My pleasure, Eddie. No problem. Anytime. Stop by. Let's see. Give me 10 more likes before we hit 11:15. Can we do it? We got 2 minutes to get 10 likes. Do the math on that. No problem. 2.5 years new to Perrysburg up on the hills. Yeah, it is. I have some friends that live in that area, and they always outperform everything that we're doing up here, except this time around. Let's see. The snow capital of Western New York. There it is. Did Hamburg just take on? Is after this storm? Does Hamburg take over for Lancaster for bragging rights here? Is this an omen for winter? No. Generally, these November storms really don't prove out. I actually looked it up to see if a large November storm had any impact. I went through all of the years that had it: 05, 2000, 2014, and in 95, and it was pretty much indifferent. The winters went all different directions, so no, there's really no trend. If there was, I would have been right on that. Hey, Alberta, Canada. Fantastic. We have a bunch of Canadians in the house tonight. Everybody's looking like a white Christmas. Well, I can tell you it's a white Thanksgiving. We'll see about Christmas, but right now it is definitely going to be a white Thanksgiving. Is it going to be worse than the 2014 storm? No. I don't think so. I think the 2014 storm it was actually a 3-part system. You had the first part was a hit of 30 or some inches, almost equivalent to this. The second one was another one on top of that. And you had numbers that were way over the 70s inch mark for this thing for the 2 storms. Part 3, you're like, well, what was part 3? When it melted, and then you had flooding concerns on the other side of this about a week later. A phenomenal meltdown, one for the record books. The meltdown was actually more statistically improbable than getting the snow. That's what made that crazy. The odds of getting that snow, then melting it a week later in November, that was mind-blowing. What time for Tonawanda? 7 o'clock in Tonawanda. Thank you, Barb. Barb gets extra credit points for listening. 346. We need 4 more likes. There's over 100 people in here. Just go ahead and bang that away. Last time I'm asking. You get the 350. I don't even care after this. That's fantastic. Oh, you got it, Jenny. Anytime. No problem. Almost nothing in Riverside. Let's go back to, let's check downtown. Still clear in downtown. And that would mean Riverside is seeing the same thing. You say, well, why is that? So let's find out. How close is it? Where did this thing go? Everybody in the South Towns is like, oh man, do not let it wobble back. Do not let this thing come back the other way. Once it's gone, it's gone, right? Hamburg, Orchard Park, West Seneca. So let's take a look at this. It doesn't leave all at once. Here's the best thing I can show you. Take a look at Westfield and Dunkirk. Look at the gap that's beginning to develop on the shoreline. So that shows that the tail of the lake effect is the axis here is beginning to lift off. Not tremendous, but it is lifting off the shoreline, and that will eventually translate into this part moving as well. But sometimes this is this, you can see right there. There's a little undulation in this. Not to use like large words in all of this, but see how it wiggles? I'm going to put the cursor right here. It wiggled north and then drops back a little bit, but it's definitely on the move. It's right on the doorstep, of downtown Buffalo. We saw the plume kind of at the jagged edge of it go in and kind of hit the city for a minute. All right, let's go back in here. You got it. No problem, Jimmy. Happy to have you along. That's awesome. Any questions? We're happy to do them for you. Are we going to get any relief tomorrow? People in Orchard Park need to get to where they got to go. You got it. You're going to get the relief in Orchard Park pretty much all day on Saturday. Shouldn't be. Oh, take a look at this. Partial building collapse in Hamburg on Buffalo Street, just reported on Southtown Scanner. Southtown Scanner, incidentally, by the way, an awesome follow on digital. So, yeah, that's another one that's it was bound to happen eventually. Dave's Christmas store back in 2014, they had a partial collapse of the building. My co-anchor at the time, her husband was the owner, and it was not a good situation. So flat roof buildings are going to be very susceptible to this. Appreciate that. There you go. The update comes free of charge. No problems at all. Thanks for getting us over 350. That was neat. Are we safe from this in Niagara County? No, Steve. You're not. We touched on that before. I know you maybe just dropped in, but that's fine. This thing is going through the city of Buffalo right now. Tonight, it's going to get up into Niagara County around, or I should say, you're saying Niagara County. So if you're talking Tonawanda, and just the other side of Kenmore, Grand Island. It's going to be a little bit earlier. You're going to see this arrive in the southern end of Niagara County, maybe before sunrise. And then around 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, it starts going across Grand Island, eventually into Niagara Falls. Lewiston and Youngstown will round it out near the noon hour, and then it goes over to Canada for a while, and that's where it's going to live over there. Hey, Bill, anytime, no problem. What's a good scanner for the Northtowns? I don't think they have a Northtown scanner. I think it's just the Southtown scanner, but that's super cool. I'm throwing them a little bit of love. Hope they throw it back the other way. No, coming in the morning. Oh, I think Karen's helping answer questions for people on the chat. That is awesome. Steve wanted to know, where was it here? He said, how much? It depends on where you're at. I forgot where you are. Niagara County. You're 4 to 8 inches in Niagara County, and that's the 8. You're gonna have to get a little lucky. The intensity and the solidness of the lake effect holds together. How much in Alden Marilla by Sunday morning? Yeah, probably another maybe. I didn't want to spitball this because of the speed that it comes through. So Alden Marilla, you're almost done. Whatever you're getting now, whatever you're going to tack on outside at this stage of the game isn't going to be all that much as we bring it over. So let's say that you somehow manage to pull 4 inches out of the remainder of this, and then when it comes back through, you get another 2. So it's not so hard. Where's Jim Cantori? He's here. He's probably underneath one of those thunderbolts. He was here yesterday. I assume he's still doing hits today. But I think they come in and get out pretty quick. Winter home in Sebring, Florida. Tampa, Fort Myers TV stations start their weather out with a snow event in Buffalo. Of course they do. They need to make everybody feel good about living down there with the hurricanes, right? Will Amherst get hit? Amherst gets touched tonight, and then they'll get a couple quick inches in Amherst tonight, and then it looks like there's going to be a couple more on Saturday night. In between, in Amherst, you're doing good. Stephen Scott, Lakeview, Hamburg. Sam, I'm going to be able to get out of town tomorrow, make it to the game in Detroit. Yeah, let's see. Assuming you're cutting through Canada on your way there, because no one wants to go the long way through Cleveland. If you don't want the snow, go the long way through Cleveland. If you're going to leave in the well, let's see. You said Saturday you're going? You're leaving out of town tomorrow. So he's leaving Saturday to get to the game in Detroit. It depends on when. If you leave early in the morning, 7 o'clock, you can get out in front of this thing, cross the border, and go. If you wait, you're going to have to deal with it as it's in Canada. So I'm going to guess you're going to have to drive through this at some point, not knowing what time of day you're planning on leaving. But hey, go Bills on that whole thing. That's pretty cool. Reed Timmer, yes, he is. You make the trip to Buffalo, you're going to stick around for the wings and get a second night out of this, no problem. You got it, Jim. Excellent. Nope. Thanks for stopping by, and we appreciate everybody popping in here. Will the flights get back to normal? Wow, there's Monday, Tuesday. I don't see any weather issues holding them back. It'll just be up to the airlines and how they want to do it. All right, downtown Buffalo is clear at this point. We're watching it all come in. I think we supplied everybody with everything they needed, and it's past my bedtime. So I'm going to call it and say goodnight to everybody. It was fantastic to have you in here. I appreciate it. If you want to hit the like button before you go, I wouldn't hate you for it. And we'll do this again tomorrow. We'll track this into the North Towns as this begins moving up into portions of Grand Island, Tonawanda. We'll give you your time in the snow tomorrow. So, hey, thank you very much for stopping by. Much appreciated. Again, smash the like button on the way out. We'll see you next time.